and welcome back. So do you want to make a quick and simple easy dinner? That's what I did tonight. Worked all day. It's frigid cold here in New Jersey. I don't feel like cooking. I know I need to use up food in the pantry. Did you check out that picture? Did that not look delicious? Well, come on with me and I'm going to show you what we made and how we made it. So we are making tuna pies. We are making pantry tuna pies using what we have in the pantry. I learned to make this recipe from my cousin when we were dating, when we were engaged, my husband and I. And when we got back from our honeymoon, I think this might have been the first meal that I made. What do you think, Graham?
I think it was.
I think it was one of the first. If it wasn't the first, it was one of the first. And I didn't know how to cook. I didn't know really, pretty much I could boil water. That was about it when I first started my homemaking and all of that. But this recipe is so versatile, so simple. Anybody can adapt it to your family's needs and taste buds. So what I'm going to do, you got to see the pictures in the beginning of the ingredients. You can beef this up as much as you want or as little as you want. You can just do whatever you want. You can do this for a family of one to a family of more. And I'll tell you, I'm going to show you the ingredients, explain the ingredients, tell you how we're going to make it. And then you're just going to come along and watch me do it and see the final product once again. So let me start off with if you're doing for a family, I would say of 3 or more, you're going to need a couple cans of these crescent rolls. Now I know at least in my store, they sell the small package of crescent rolls where you get 2 in it. So that's perfect for a family of 1 or if you just don't want to make a whole lot. So you're definitely going to need crescent rolls. That's what I would recommend. I will also put my neck out and say I would not get the store brand depending on your store brand. Because this is a fairly moist recipe, you want a good crescent roll that's going to bake up nice and fluffy. I've used store brands and sometimes you get what you pay for and they come out doughy and they're not so good. I don't know how the Great Value compares to a brand name. I'll leave that up to you. So you're going to need crescent rolls. You're going to just need some type of tuna fish. And there is not a rocket science to this, so there really isn't a major recipe that I can say this versus that. This is dump and go. So I have some tuna. I don't know if I'm going to use 1 or 2 cans. I'll see as I start putting this together. Possibly salt and pepper, depending on your taste buds. I have a few straggly looking here tomatoes. I usually put tomatoes in here. This is about the right amount. And you don't like tomatoes, don't put tomatoes in. But I usually put tomatoes in. We usually put relish in. And as you can see, I'm using up what I have. You can see my mustard is almost empty, so I have it upside down. So I'm using a little mustard. Instead of mayonnaise, I am using tartar sauce. You can use mayonnaise, you can use a Miracle Whip, you can use tartar sauce. That's part of it. If you can do cheese, whether you do vegan cheese or whatever you do, definitely would put some cheese in it. I have dried onions. I prefer this over chopped onions, but if you have a regular onion that you want to use up, you have a green pepper, anything like that, you have shredded carrots. Listen, this is your recipe. You literally dump it and mix it and bake it. It's that simple. It's great. I normally put black olives in here. I love black olives in this. I don't have any, so I can't do that. So this is going to be our tuna pies. Then I'm doing a side dish to go with it, and I'm going to do pastina and peas. So we're going to do a little pastina, cook that up, add peas to it, add a little butter, do that as a side dish. If I do something like that, my youngest son, he'll be happy with me. As long as there's a pasta on the plate, he'll eat whatever else I put on it. So, and we enjoy that as a side dish. So that's what we're doing. Pantry tuna pies, dump and go. You can pull this together. It'll probably take you 5 minutes to make it. It's about 12 minutes in the oven. and it's about 30 seconds to eat it. So there you go. It's a nice, simple recipe. When we came home and I made this recipe, we're married 35, 36 years. I don't even remember. Neither does my husband, so we're in good company. To this day, all the time he says, can you make your tuna pies? Can you make your tuna pies? So here we go. Follow me, see what I do, see how I bake it. Hope you enjoy it. Just a fun, simple Sunday night recipe from the pantry. Use up what you have. Don't need to follow everything I do. Just grab whatever is in that refrigerator and in your pantry that you can pull together. Okay, let's do it.